morning, interwebs. It's 10:16, and we are headed for an impromptu trip to Manhattan because we had a wee bit of a bathroom construction fail this morning. So our bathroom sink
had cracked.
Like, it had a hole in it, which I found trying to wash some yarns. I haven't been able to wash things in this because, you know, that's what I like to wash my woolen items in. Well, it leaks out the bottom. Well, now it obviously leaks out the bottom because it's not there anymore. So Steve removed the sink because we had this sink.
I even held them up beforehand to each other.
Yeah, I'd purchased that sink because I needed the handles off it to use for my display for my craft shows. Well, yeah, Steve went to put the sink in, and it's not the same size as the hole we have.
It's about 1.5 inches short.
So now, boopity boop boop, we're headed to Menards, and we will go to Aldi as well.
And the Restore.
And the Restore. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a cheap one at the Restore. But we had a circular sink instead of an oblong one because that was my preference when we put the bathroom in, and it still is. I think it looks nicer in our bathroom, but we'll see what we can find. So right now, I'm quick putting together a cup of tea because I didn't get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee yet this morning, and then the vlog is uploading. I'll publish it when I get home, and we will go to Menards and Aldi and the Restore, and hopefully that's it. Maybe get a quick bite to eat in Manhattan and then head back home. So we'll see you there. Here we are at the Restore, looking at the sinks and stuff. Steve, of course, forgot his tape measure, so he is out at the car getting it so he can measure the sinks. Then I had him measure the one that didn't work too, so that way he knew what is not the right size in addition to what he thinks is the right size, because as we've discovered, we are oftentimes wrong.
I don't even know where this, I can't even find where this
it goes right
came
here.
From.
I have a new pet peeve, and it is light bulbs.
This isn't actually, oh, this was the on
That's
sale
just where
one.
it was. Okay. Light bulbs are making me feel stupid. I need to figure out what kind of light bulbs to get for the kitchen because what we have are not the right bulbs. And I am having difficulty. Steve managed to take the kids to the bathroom and come back, and I'm still staring at light bulbs. At least he doesn't seem to understand them any better than me, right? Maybe a little?
No. Not
at all. So we are trying out new lighting. We got some new light bulbs today. After the light bulbs made me feel stupid, I think I won, maybe just a little. So meet our new daylight bulbs in this room, and there's some new daylight bulbs over the stove, and potentially we're going to be getting some more daylight bulbs. I don't know. I don't really like bright lights, as you know, but I managed to get a lower wattage light. But the daylight bulbs seem to spread the light out more, thus making my other family members who like a slightly brighter environment happier. So, we're going to try that out, hi Jezebel, and see how that works. I also realized there were a couple of things I want to tell you about. Number one, because apparently I'm really into numbering things today. Number one, I would like to remind you that there is a giveaway currently going on to celebrate the fact that I have 150 subscribers. As of right now, like this minute, I have 180. So that's kind of awesome. But anyways, till February 1st, Kansas time, so midnight, the 31st of January, you can enter over on the video. You'll see it's titled Giveaway Celebrating 150 Subscribers. And I will pop a card up here for you. So basically, I will make a custom hat if you answer the question in that video. And you win, I guess. Not everybody gets a custom hat, just the one winner. So that is something to do if you have not. Secondly, my patterns have gone up live on YouTube, so I can now talk about it, I feel like. So I have been making and selling some patterns to a new website called Crochet Hangouts. So it's www.crochethangout.com, and I have two patterns that are up right now. The first one is a dishcloth called Crochet Calisthenics. And it is a dishcloth that works you through a number of basic stitches in a, what I think is pretty interesting way. That video is available. If you search Crochet Hangout on YouTube, you will see the channel. Their like icon is like a ball of yarn. So that's that one. And the sample for it is upstairs already put away. So I can't show it to you. And Jezebel got like cat hair in my nose. I apologize for the sniffling, but oh, so itchy. Anyway, you know when that happens and you just can't. It happens with fiber too, but cat fur and fiber, bad combo. So that is the first pattern that I completed. The second one is actually part of a set, and it is called the Check Meowt, M-E-O-W-T. You got like meow, because that's a cat. So it's a cat in this scarf with some eyelet detail, and the pattern's up there. And it has an accompanying hat whose pattern is forthcoming. So the pictures of the hat is included. So I will just go ahead and, I'm all wonky. I'm sorry. I'll go ahead and show you the hat too. So this is the hat. It has little cat ears and an eyelet detail through the black section. I don't know if you can see it right now. It's light, but yeah. So that's the Check Meowt hat. I need to go film the tutorial for that, like right now. I just haven't had time, and it's due tomorrow, so, you know, I better figure that out, right? But I did think of some of you, Karen, with the pink and the cats. I was doing this, and I kept thinking, I want to tell them, but I didn't feel like I could. But now I feel like I can. So I will go ahead and put cards, and I will put a link down below to the 2 videos so that you can see them. And there will be more coming. I am sitting in a pile of design chaos right now. Kind of funny. I was telling Steve, I was going through my notebook that I had with me today while we were running errands. It's the one where I write down like the financial stuff. Like I've told you before, when I go to Aldi, how I start with a running total of how much money we have to work with, and then I subtract going down so that I know that we can fit within our cash budget at the end. So it has all my financial stuff in it. And while I was on the train and stuff, it's just the notebook that like rides in my purse all the time. So it got filled with like little scrawlings of patterns and things. It's not a new thing for me to think of pattern ideas. I've been thinking about them for a very long time. Since I didn't have a place and or way that I felt was going to make them at all cost effective for me to put the time and energy into, I never produced the patterns because it was one of those things like, why do it if it's not a job, kind of? I don't know if that makes any sense. Because if I want to make something that's unpatterned, I'll just make it as I go along and not write it down. But if I'm going to write a pattern out for it, then it needs to be tangible and saleable, at least for me. I'm cool with things being offered as free patterns ultimately, but there's just no benefit. I don't know. It all makes sense up here. So anyways, I've been scrawling all this stuff down about a number of different patterns. I said, you know, if somebody found this notebook, they would think that an insane person did it, because I've been writing stuff down while I'm crocheting. So, you know, the handwriting is lovely. And the way things are written on the lines and scratched out and drawn all over is just crazy. I said, and they're going to think I have this weird obsession with the letter C. Like, what does that mean? She writes C's all over the place, and sometimes there's an S with the C, and sometimes there's a D with the C. And what's this crazy obsession she has with high definition? Because there's HD C's written all over. I don't know. But I know it was weird because I think I have forgotten to tell you about this. Riding home on the train, I met a lovely young woman. She was 20 years old, and she was recently married in November. And she was, I am going to assume, Amish. I did not ask, but she was dressed in what I would consider Amish garb. She is from Ohio. They could have been Mennonite, but I think they were probably Amish. Anyways, but her and her husband had been taking her parents down to Mexico to consult with a doctor or something. So they had been on the train. I think they were on my train coming out. And I heard her parents talking to people, but I didn't really see her and her husband. But on the way back, she talked to me. She was very enamored by my adult coloring book, and that's why she started talking to me. And then she wanted to know what the weird thing I was doing with my tablet was. And I realized she meant the drawings I was making in my notebook, because I was trying to figure out, cat, move. You're making my computer do wonky things. Jezebel's trying to type, and she lacks the proper fingers to do such. But anyways, I was trying to figure out some math for a pattern, and so I had all sorts of weird things. I'm sure, like I say, I looked like a crazy person writing in that notebook. So, anyways, it is enjoyable. It's a little kind of in a bit of mental chaos right now because I think I am working on, in front of me I see 3-4 unfinished projects, all of which I like have partially done, but I'll be working on one and then it'll make me think of something for the other. And anyways, I'm just jumping around and I'm just gonna do it while I'm enjoying it, and that's how that's gonna be. But I am about to say goodnight to you, but I realized I have one more thing I wanted to show you that I accomplished tonight. So I shall get up from this chair and go show you my kitchen. Just a sec. Well, first of all, do you see what a difference? So all I have on right now is the 2 bulbs, because now there's 2 above the stove, and they're the daylight bulbs. And look at me, standing in the kitchen. I think you can actually, like, see me. I mean, there's obviously other lights I can turn on, but that's what I'm turning on for now. Anyways, we went to, that's right, they don't have handles. Hold on. So in all of our running around today, we went to Bed Bath & Beyond and Menards, and I think that was basically where we got kitchen stuff. We also went to Aldi. That might have been it. And Little Caesars to have lunch. Anyways, at Menards, we got shelf paper for the baking drawer and the other drawers. And what I decided to do, I would go with double coverage, because these baking drawers are frequently going to have things like, I don't know, brown sugar or open things of food. And I found that it's a pain to get stuff out of these if you spill. So I did double coverage. I did these are all the fabric-y kind. Like, none of them are the weird sticky contact paper. But this is just the smooth kind. And then I put the gridded one on the top. So it's double layered on these drawers, which I think will help with cleanup, because I just think it will, given my experiences previously. So I cut that stuff out and got those drawers all done. And then I also put the paper in the drawers over here. And I managed to get all of the drawers out of just the one roll of the like brown gritty stuff and the other ones. And then we also bought a utensil holder for this drawer. And then these 2 like metal box things for my utensils over here. So that will be a project, you know, filling the drawers for another day. And I started putting food in my pantry. There'll be an Aldi haul probably, I don't know, tomorrow, maybe Sunday, because tomorrow's going to be like all tutorial all the time, right? Because I kind of put it off. But it's not like I haven't been doing stuff. Certainly not, I don't know. I've been trying. You know, there's a lot going on right now. But anyways, that is it for tonight. And I'll see you tomorrow. Nighty-night.